Welcome back, everybody, to Waadaplaya Concussion Sub Series. We are going to review the first day of the third Test match, which is a decider of the series between South Africa and in India, which is happening in Cape Town, Newlands. To talk about the day today, which was quite eventful, we have Guru Sir back on the show. First time on our Concussion Sub Series to review a Test match. Guru Sir, welcome back on our show.
Thank you, Suman.
Excellent. So Virat Kohli's 99th Test match, sir, decider. He won two tosses in a row, and he was almost set for a fantastic century. So, what do you make out of the day today after India won the toss, 223 all out? Well, how do you summarize the day, Guru sir?
This was actually a very tricky toss to win for any captain because this, as Dean Elgar had rightly said, that even he would have batted if he had won the toss, but he was actually happy to see the cloud cover above, and he thought his new ball bowlers could take advantage of the conditions. And it looked like for the first 11 overs when the Indian batters, Rahul and Mayank, came onto the crease, and they were peddling the ball well, and it seemed as though Virat might have made the right decision. But there is a lot of bounce in the wicket and space as well. And Rabada coming back fresh from his successful last test is really looking very hungrier, and he was bowling. He was all fired up and bowling with a lot of pace and bounce. But having said that, I think the Indian batters fell to quite a soft dismissal, starting from KL Rahul to Bang to Cheteshwar Pujara, Chapan, the captain himself, Captain Sarin.
Yeah, definitely it was an eventful day, sir. I think openers tried to dig in. You're rightly pointing it out that it was a pretty bouncy wicket. We saw mostly like a tennis ball bounce on the pitch. And we've also noticed that we have Sharda also hopping on. Sharda, welcome back on our show. Guru sir was just summarizing the day, and he was talking through how crucial was the toss, and it was a good toss to win or a lose. So, what do you make out of 223 firstly, and but after winning the toss, especially Sharda?
I think, it was a good toss to win. First of all, that went in our favor. But, I felt we were another 50 to 60 runs short. Something around the 280 mark would definitely be challenging for South Africa with the kind of bowling that we have. We already saw that, South Africa has already lost Elgar also. So probably that additional 50 to 60 runs on board would have definitely helped our cause.
So Guru sir is back on. So 223. So Sharda just joined. So she feels that we are probably 50 to 60 short in the first innings, sir. What do you make out of Virat Kohli's innings, Sharda? I think outstanding combination between Rabada and Kohli. That passage of play was top class, isn't it?
It was fantastic to watch as well, and as Sunil Gavaskar sir mentioned on air, Kohli seems to have done some corrections with his foot not going across, with his foot being straighter, and his drives and all, that straight drive, that cover drive and all were too good. It was like seeing the vintage Kohli. So if had some other batter, given some kind of support to him, so we would have definitely ended up around the 270 to 80 mark. It was disappointing, to see all of them just skittling out at the other end.
Yeah, the passage of play between T and end of play was quite disappointing after all the hard yards being put in. But let's walk through Rahul and Mayank's start. I think both of them got pretty decent deliveries. I don't think they had anything wrong to point out. But what do you think? I think South Africa bowled in good areas, isn't it, for the openers?
Absolutely, so they were just prodding that outside off stump line, and they were pretty consistent as well.
Mm.
Apart from a few deliveries that were a bit straighter initially to Mayank Agarwal, which he was able to flick, but the other ones, the way Rabada bowled with the new ball, and even Marco Hansen, I felt was fantastic, and he kept on changing his angles as well. He came around the wicket, that also helped South Africa's cause. But overall was a fantastic effort. Olivier also, kept bowling it in the right areas. I felt, was a bit unlucky to have just ended up with one wicket. Probably he should have gotten a couple of wickets more. But overall, Lungi Nigiri was a bit too straighter, but he eventually made it up in the end as well. So top class stuff from the South African bowlers. Their line, and also, one more thing is that they surprised the Indian batters with those occasional bouncers also. So overall, the planning and the field set was also pretty much attacking. Was fantastic effort from South Africa overall.
Absolutely. And Guru sir, what is your thought on Pujara and Rahane? Vihari unfortunately had to make way for Virat Kohli. Any concerns with the playing 11 selection today for the third test?
Uh, for in captain, it's a very tough call. When you are playing a series decider, and then you have to decide and you have to decide between the more experienced Sachin and Rahane. So for the captain, it's a tough call. I think in the end, Virat went with his team having a more experienced mid-batter in place of Hanuma Vihari. It's very sad Hanuma Vihari had to miss out, but that's the case. I mean, as Pujara, having done all the hard work to get to the score that he finally scored, he should have dug in. And his was also a very soft dismissal.
I personally feel Pujara got a good delivery, sir. I wouldn't think it was a soft dismissal. Yeah, unlucky that he
was really out to a German delivery. I think he was completely squared up, and he had to go out cheaply.
Yeah, I definitely agree. He did the hard work, and unfortunately, and Rahane too. Rahane got a jaffer. Sharda, what do you think of Rabada's outstanding spell?
That was unplayable. Any other batter, would have got out from the delivery. It just, with the angle, it just went in, and after pitching, it kind of, just did that little bit to get that outside edge. So it was impossible for any batter, someone who is even in the best of their forms to play out that kind of a delivery. So Rahane's dismissal, I would term it as unfortunate. And Pujara's also, he had to play at that ball. It was again fantastic usage of the angle from Hansen, and I felt Pujara played really positive cricket today. But both of them, really got those jaffas that didn't really work for India. That was unfortunate for us.
Yeah, and let's spend some time talking about King Kohli. This was his second slowest Test half century. The last one was in Nagpur in 171 deliveries, and this was 159. But I sensed in his body language today, he was up for a massive score. Unfortunate, the other side, nobody could support him. But if he would have continued for another quarter of an hour, he would have gone to the century. What do you make out of this Virat Kohli thought process? And, again, strike rate is rolled out, but some of the cover drives, some of the class. So talk to us about Virat Kohli innings today.
Suman, Virat, this 79 that Virat has scored today, in the bigger scheme of things, it will surely look like more than a century for Virat and the team. But if you see that only 223 runs were scored by India, and Virat himself has scored 79. So, certainly, he did not dominate the bowling today, as King Kohli usually does in the past. But these, as you said, occasional cover drives and the straight drives were a real treat to watch. But the South African bowlers were relentless, absolutely relentless. The pacers were at him always, not giving an inch away. It's credit to Virat Kohli that he chose the occasional few loose deliveries that he dispatched the French. But it's been very intriguing day's play, and 11 wickets have fallen. And I don't think that if this is the way the game is going to continue, I don't see it going beyond the fourth day.
Yeah. So one thing I'm happy about in day one conclusion is there will be a result in the test match. Thankfully, there won't be a series 1-1. But Sharda, what do you make out of South Africa's start? So do you feel going into tomorrow? I'm not sure how the pitch in Newlands usually plays in day two. So what are you expecting going into day two?
It was a good start from the Indian bowlers. They kept it really tight, and it was not easy for them to score at all. Markram, of course, the kind of player he is, he was really positive at the start. That's what South Africa expect of him. And the best thing for Indians to do is, to just pick up wickets within the first hour. So that will be India's best bet to, just take the lead and put South Africa under pressure. So the pitch, kind of looks like it is a good batting strip as of now. There is a lot of sunlight, and there has been really good carry. If you see a few takes with the South African wicketkeeper, he was just taking around this, his face area and something. So we can expect a lot of runs, but moving forward in the third and the fourth day, with too much of sun, it will be interesting to see how if the pitch dries up, if the cracks open up a little bit, then it will be a challenge to bat on the fourth day. So, but for the second day, as of now, the conditions look good. So it will be good for batting. But the Indian bowlers, they have been probing that outside off stump area, and that delivery to Elgar was again a Jaffa from Bumrah.
Yeah.
So he had to poke at it. There was no other go. So absolutely, we have a lot of chances. Just get in there, send Keshav Maharaj back in early, bring Peterson and Bauma, then pick up wickets. And the Elgar mainstay, pillar of South Africa's batting in the previous test, has gone now. So India should look to wrap it up really quickly. So just bowl in the right areas, and the pitch will do the rest.
Yeah,
I think the most important thing that has happened is that India has got rid of the previous test match winner, Dean Elgar, cheaply. And that will give the advantage of Indians when they come out to field tomorrow. I think Indians don't need to do anything different than from what the South African bowlers did. You just need to bowl at the right areas and see when the South African batters make the mistakes. You don't have to do anything different, anything special. The pitch has pace, the pitch has bounce, the pitch is also giving some lateral movement, and I think our bowlers are quite adept at taking advantage of this condition. There is nothing called away pitch for the Indians anymore. They can adopt themselves like fish to water anywhere. I think we're going to see a very, very, very exciting next few days of play.
Absolutely, looking forward for it. Just one more piece of topic which is interesting. Umesh Yadav came into the 11 due to the injured Siraj. One, should Ishant have played? And number two, will we be one bowler short potentially with Shami and Bumrah, and then probably Shardul Thakur contributing? Will we miss Siraj is the question.
Siraj definitely will be missed. He has this ability to just dip the ball back in sharply, and he can get some reverse swing as well. But I feel that Umesh is the best choice because Ishant Sharma hasn't been really fit for the past 6 months. He has been battling a lot of hamstring injuries. So we saw that in the England tour as well, that he was struggling a bit with his run-up due to his hamstring injury. So Umesh Yadav looks fit, and he looks to hit the right areas. He's also a kind of hit the deck hard bowler, kind of Shami types. So the pitch is already assisting those type of bowlers with some lateral movement. So if if Umesh Yadav, gets the ball with that in the back of length, to just nip out, and also he can really trouble the South African batters. So, and I definitely believe that he's the right choice, being the fittest of the lot. So I think he will play a crucial role tomorrow.
Absolutely, absolutely crucial role. It was an intriguing day. I mean, pitch had that tennis ball kind of a bounce. So hopefully tomorrow, like Guru sir mentioned, our bowlers keep it simple to the line and length, and pitch do the rest. And seems like another 10 wickets have potential of falling tomorrow. Looking forward for it. Thanks for making time, Sharda. Really appreciate it, Guru sir. Thanks for coming back on our show.
So what I
And
said, like add one more thing. You
sure,
asked me about why Umesh was selected ahead of Ishan. I think
yeah.
uh, I think Ishan's pace has dropped a little bit in the off late, and
Mhm.
this wicket has a lot of pace bounce. I think that is one of the main reasons I think Virat and the selection committee would have looked at
Mhm.
to Umesh Yadav ahead of Ishan.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's definitely a good point. And hopefully, Umesh Yadav, he has a reputation of swinging and, like Sharda mentioned, hitting the deck hard. Hopefully, he comes through and not all the pressure is on Bumrah. He started really well. But again, another typical test match cricket coming up tomorrow. Hopefully, the weather stays away and we get to see another intriguing day. Thanks again, Guru Sir and Sharda, for making time. Really appreciate it. For folks who are watching and engaging, thanks again, and we will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the test match. Take care.
Thank you, Suman.
Take care. Bye.